If there is one quality that separates those who succeed from those who fail, it is persistence. In Chapter 9 of Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill makes it crystal clear: without persistence, every other principle of success is useless. Desire, faith, imagination, planning, decision, all collapse without the driving force of persistence, holding them together. Hill reveals an undeniable truth. The majority of people are ready to quit at the first sign of defeat. They give up when things get hard, when success doesn't come fast enough, or when obstacles appear. But those who win, those who build fortunes, those who live extraordinary lives, they are the ones who simply refuse to give up. He reminds us of a famous story, the story of R.U. Darby and his uncle, who joined the gold rush after months of hard work. They found a vein of gold, but suddenly the vein disappeared. They dug and dug, but found nothing. Discouraged, they quit, sold the machinery for a few $100s. The buyer then hired a mining engineer who discovered that the gold vein was just 3 feet away from where Darby had stopped digging. That buyer became a millionaire. Darby learned his lesson and later became wildly successful in the insurance business by applying the power of persistence. Hill teaches us that persistence is a state of mind, developed through definiteness of purpose, desire, self-reliance, accurate knowledge, willpower, and habit. When these elements are combined, they build a mindset that does not accept failure. He emphasizes that lack of persistence is one of the major causes of failure, and he reveals that anyone can develop persistence. It is not something you are born with. It is something you build like a muscle. Every time you push forward despite difficulty, despite fear, despite obstacles, you strengthen your persistence. Hill explains that the subconscious mind recognizes persistence as a command. When you persist, your subconscious mind starts to move resources, ideas, people, and circumstances in your favor. On the flip side, when you give up easily, your subconscious accepts that as a command as well and starts manifesting failure. There is no such thing as failure to the person who refuses to quit. Obstacles become temporary, setbacks become lessons, and defeat becomes fuel for the next attempt. This is how millionaires are made. This is how great inventions, great businesses, and great achievements are born. Hill then gives a simple warning. The lack of persistence often shows up as procrastination, as excuses, as blaming others, or as constantly changing your mind. These are signs that your desire is weak. Because when the desire is strong enough, persistence comes naturally. He outlines a formula for building persistence. First, have a definite purpose backed by a burning desire. Second, develop a definite plan and begin immediately. Third, your mind to all negative influences, including the opinions of family and friends who may try to discourage you. And fourth, form a friendly alliance with one or more persons who will encourage you to follow through with both plan and purpose. Hill highlights that every failure carries with it the seed of an equal or greater success. But that seed is only available to those who persist long enough to claim it. Most people miss out because they quit too soon. They abandon their dreams at the exact moment when success is just around the corner. Persistence is the secret ingredient that turns temporary defeat into permanent victory. Without it, even the best ideas, the most detailed plans, and the strongest desires are powerless. But with persistence, nothing is impossible. Hill reminds us that some of the most successful people in history faced failure after failure, rejection after rejection, bankruptcy, ridicule, and defeat. But they all had one thing in common. They never stopped. They kept going. He asks us directly, how persistent are you? Do you back down at the first obstacle, or do you push forward no matter what? Because the truth is, your ability to persist is the single most accurate predictor of your future success. This chapter is a wake-up call to everyone who has ever started something and quit. Who has ever dreamed of more but walked away when things got hard? Hill's message is simple. Success belongs to those who never give up, who keep showing up, who keep working, who keep believing, even when nothing seems to be working yet. He closes with a challenge. Are you willing to persist until the dream becomes reality, until the money shows up, until the business succeeds, until the life you want is yours? Because the truth is, most people are 3 feet from gold. They just don't know it. And only those who persist will ever find it.